When thinking of internal conflicts in the last century, we think about wars like the Korean War, Vietnam, wars in sub-Saharan Africa, wars throughout the Middle East. These are all places that we know over the last 100 years there have been major internal conflicts or civil wars. But what if I were to tell you that one of Europe's biggest countries and most known countries has been in a huge turmoil and civil conflict that's been going on throughout the last 100 years and continues to go on through this day? Let me tell you about the Troubles.
The Troubles have been a century-long dispute between the nationalist Irish, who want a free and sovereign homeland, and their militant army, the IRA, against the Northern Irish Unionists, who would prefer to stay in the UK with Daddy Great Britain. It would also be ignorant not to include the religious undertones throughout the entire conflict as well. The main state of Ireland is a thoroughly Catholic country and would treat Protestants, who were mostly from England, like hot, stinky garbage. Likewise, the Northern Irish population was almost exclusively Protestant due to their connections with England, and would treat Catholics in Northern Ireland like stinky shite sandwiches. Essentially, we had the patriotic nationalist Catholics going up against the Unionist Protestants who were loyal to the crown. The treaty that had been forced upon the Irish was now becoming a motivation for the Irish people to rise up and unite their country once and for all. This ended up turning Northern Ireland into one of the most surreal real-life examples of guerrilla warfare being carried out in the streets. The IRA would often bomb British government buildings and would even carry out assassinations on multiple big-level government people that were both successful and unsuccessful. By the 1970s, the unrest had become so impossible to ignore, the British Army had deployed their own army into Northern Ireland, making life absolute hell for any Catholic nationalists still left in the Northern Ireland. The English Guard shot down 4 unarmed civilians, believing them to be IRA members. This kicked off the most violent times of the Troubles, as the IRA began unleashing attacks left and right and becoming the most feared militant group of all time. Despite this, they did not have the money or the power that the British Empire had. So instead of progress, the war turned into a nasty, bloody 30-year conflict, where citizens, including babies, were bombed and murdered. Prisoners on both sides were being tortured. IRA prisoners even resorted to going on terminal hunger strikes in order to bring global attention to their cause. After decades of bloodshed and neighbor-on-neighbor violence, the IRA finally signed an official ceasefire. Both sides were tired, they were broken, they wanted peace. And once again, like, subscribe, and comment for more unique historical content you won't get anywhere else except right here.